Hello, Mr. Mansour.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi, sir.
Yes, how's it going?
After that powerful session.
Yeah.
It's going
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Mr. Badno said we should give him 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's on the call.
Okay, good.
Let's wait for Marital on the Friday and Mr. Kelzin as well. No.
Hello.
Assalamu
Alaikum salam. Rahmatullah. Hello, Mr. Badmos, are you there? Okay, still connecting his audio. Why is my face this dark? What's happening? Oh. Hello, Mr. Badmos. We really don't have so much time. Olayinka, what's happening with Mr. Onifade? Is he joining?
He did not pick call, so I've sent him a message.
Okay. So, Mr. Badmos.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes.
How now? How market?
Alhamdulillah, market fine. Things cost, but with inflation don't scatter market, but with the manager.
The manager, okay, the manager. Now management you go they do and small, we go dey progress like God's grace.
Alhaji Mansour.
Assalamu alaikum.
Big man,
Alaikum assalam.
I hear you. How is it going, sir?
Alhamdulillah. And you?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Everybody at home.
Alhamdulillah, everything is okay.
I hope they are managing us.
It is you managing me.
Okay.
I should ask that question.
I mean the team at home, the family. I hope they are managing us.
Sure. You are trying to cope.
God will continue to help us.
Kujo. Okay, so Today marks the beginning of level level 3, the final level for the next level program. So we'll be going into something even more interesting. But before, let's, of course, normal, we'll do a review. So, Mr. Badmus, do you mind? As usual, can you share your experience, your next level experience for the week? At least during this week, you finished your VBS. Beautiful. And I'm quite impressed with the energy. So tell us, at the beginning of this program, I remember having a direct conversation with you regarding your roadmap, that was one of the critical takeouts for you. Okay, so are we close? Are we there?
Yeah, we are almost there. We are close. We are close. Thank you very much for the guidance throughout the process. I think the process couldn't have been the journey couldn't have gotten us to where we are today. Will have been like a daunting task without the guidance of the person who sabi the road. So they say follow who knows the road. So
Yeah.
I see practicality, practical application of those skills, of those knowledge base of the how you can apply the so-called project management techniques to designing approaches to achieving some much more, not less technical, but complex human part of behavioral part of project. I mean, the way you can make a project out of there are things that doesn't just follow the general rule, or doesn't follow the general
technical project management flow.
Chemical reaction. Exactly. It doesn't follow that the common scientific knowledge, or the common so-called technical. So it doesn't follow that general rule, but at least you have to find a way to using this to apply to that more of social, more of a behavioral aspect of our life. It's something that I find very interesting. So it could have been a very daunting task to sit down and say, hey, I want to put my future, the plan to get to my future in an actionable list of items, and then you can guarantee that if you do this, you can get to where you are going for. So it could have been a very daunting task. So thanks for the support and for the guidance. So what I got from the VBS, I will say, was almost what I wanted to see. I think with a bit of fine tuning, in a proper Gantt chart, in a proper CPS structure. VBS I have today is more like the frequency of the action in terms of the timing. So it's a bit different from specific timelines. Maybe this one do it in week 4. This one do it in week 5. So I try to do something like that from.
We will get there. We will get there.
Okay.
That's what we'll do in
exactly, because I tried to do that from ChatGPT. ChatGPT gave me some. Maybe if you look at my workbook, you'll probably see one chart there. So he gave me some chart, but
charts. No,
that's just one chart. Exactly. So
Okay. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Gantt
Yeah.
chart, build investment and savings. Oh, beautiful.
But
Okay.
that was just one sub-level action out of the one of the VBS actions. So, and then it didn't do more than one or two charts for me for that day, and he said it cannot
If
generate it. So
exhausted, yes.
yeah,
Okay.
exhausted. So all right, but to be honest, I mean very well. Putting some technicalities and then applying the knowledge, I mean, the skills of project management into this is something that I found very interesting, right? I find it very interesting, and the VBS part is the part that visualize. Apart from all the image that we have been seeing, those images as like you are dreaming. For me,
Yes.
those images like you are dreaming, you are just optimistic, anticipating, enthusiastic. Stuff that I love these. Those are images. I love these. But the VBS, like, okay, to get those things that you say you love, like what that you are salivating for. How do you get there? So the VBS is more like concretizing the approach, the step-by-step way of say, okay, if I want to get those things that I've been dreaming about, this is how to get there. So that's what stand out for me. The VBS is making it more clearer, waking somebody up from the dream to the reality. So yes, all these are dreams. You wanted to get this, you have loved to do this, a bustling warehouse, a bustling office, this or that. So how do you get there? So the VBS is the kind of tool for me that's okay. These are the concrete things, concrete action steps that you have to take by this time for you to be able to get to that future. So that's what I see. That's how the week. Those are the things I can take out from the activities of the week.
Beautiful. So I now have a follow-up question for you under that. So now say that with this VBS that you have created, okay, you didn't talk about the spade. Was it necessary to go to spade?
Super necessary.
Tell me, what value did that bring to us?
I see. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I mean, it is my own innovation. I feel the spade is similar to the part. I think is that the UVP is the part where we are analyzing the risk, where we are checking
CNS score.
CNS score.
Auton spade until CNS score.
So I feel like the spade is further checking the inhibitors, the enabling environment, the enabling factors, other factors that will encourage, that will drive the achievement of, the achievement of those VBS items, of those actionable items that we have put together. So helping you to look at other aspects of the environment. So 5 of the environments that has been listed: physical, social, digital, and 2 other ones. Say, okay, these other ones as well, if you want to break down if I look at those actions that the spade brought out, you will see some of them already called out when you're doing your VBS exercise.
Okay.
So, but some of them are either under the social. For me, I found some of the actions almost interpreted the same thing. But what I already have in the VBS, I found some of them as well coming up from the spade. And I found some that are very important, but are not already in the VBS, as you said, that I can bring into the VBS. So I already started doing that. I brought 1 or 2 actions from the spade into the VBS. So for me, the spade is more like expanding giving the other factors. I mean, looking at it from other factors, maybe segmenting it, sectionalizing it by each of those environmental segregation. Classification, to see how they impact your how you can use them to also achieve your goal. So that's the way I actually understand the spade.
Okay, now, do you understand the interplay between CNS core, CNS first aid, SPADE, and VBS?
I'm thinking maybe we'll talk more about that. So I saw this scribble you did on the paper and you sent to us on the stuff. So it's like the four of them are input into the VBS. So of course the CNS core looks like where you are the SPADE I've explained now. So CNS core is probably where you are trying to I think that's where we worked on the challenges for each of the UVP elements. So why the UVP is the so I think it's a bit if I sit down very well, I can connect them together. Maybe some of the part of the thing we will also speak about today, so that we can get clarity on how these four things link together.
Okay, let's make it easy for you. Your CNS core, and what role did your CNS core play in creating your VBS?
It was where we selected shortlisted some of the item out for the CNS core. The role CNS core played in the VBS. Wait.
Yes, you're on track now. Don't change your position. You're on track.
So I'm just trying to. Yeah. So it was the element in the VBS that in the CNS core that we used. Sorry, I'm coming. Yeah, I think the first five. I mean, they identified five critical. I mean, five most important UVP items that we picked from the UVP. You know, there are a lot of list of actionable items in the UVP. We shortlisted based on ranking that was done in the UVP and some other ones. We did some ranking and then we shortlisted some to go into the CNS core. It's those five that we took into the VBS to now put the timelines and broke it down into deeper sub-level action, pebbles action. So CNS core is the prioritized UVP and probably prioritized UVP, and then from element from the I think from first and then from some element from other becomes and the rest. So CNS core is a prioritized list of our key actions, and then VBS was now broke down those key actions into the pebbles action. I mean, when you say pebbles, though, the further step-by-step action to achieve that main action. So I say the first action can be a bit more generic, while the VBS help you to break down each of those UVP elements into the actionable steps. So VBS is a breakdown, is a much more detailed version of the CNS core.
As you are talking like this, I can't catch cold for Mr. Mosul. I'm catching cold on his behalf. You know why I'm catching cold on his behalf?
Don't be too sure. So these people wanted to talk. People wanted to talk. They have things in kept in cool out.
This is like magic now.
Mr. Badmus, look at it this way. How do you convince yourself that you know what you are talking about? You're just picking big grammar, saying it's called VPS speed. As in, how do you try? Do these things have value outside of the sheets? As in, it's just like we're in a technical, biological lab. I might just say
It's
chemical
not. It's not.
hydrogen,
It's
oxygen,
not. It's
H2O,
not.
carbon dioxide, carbon
It's
monoxide,
not.
oxide, chemical. What's all this? Even me, at some point, I was getting scared. What's this man saying? Just throwing
It's
all
not.
this BP,
We
fairness,
at our level, at our age, at my own level, you don't pass it. As I said last week, you won't tell me now. So if I'm putting energy on something like this, it means that I see a light in the tunnel. So in the end of the tunnel, so I see the benefit that I'm going to get out of it. So it's I mean, as I said, what I'm looking for, I'm already getting it. So something I can hold myself accountable to, something I can say, okay, if you, as you said, if you don't achieve what you plan to achieve, either you have not done what you're supposed to do, or you have just wasted your time in this exercise, not giving the right input, so that the ChatGPT, so that all these tools can give you the right output. So that I'm taking my time. I'm giving my time to give the right input. Even when I get something from ChatGPT, so from all these tools, and doesn't make sense to me, I reframe the questions until I get something that looks like, okay, is in line. So I'm convinced already. So as long as the person who is guiding me is also convinced that I think this guy knows what he's doing, I leave the rest.
You are chanting all these technical words. Even me, girl, at some point that they fear. I can't imagine the fear we go there, Mr. Moshu mind. It's intimidating me.
I beg, leave Monsoon alone. Don't intimidate Monsoon.
But on a serious note, Mr. Badmus, on a serious note, this process is time consuming. You know,
Very, no doubt
if
about
I were
that.
to ask you, why didn't you did not explain this thing, you missed something very important. If you open that image back, you did not get the relationship. VBS on its own has its own system to break down those tasks into subtasks.
Okay.
You understand? That's why if you look at that picture, it shows VBS. If you look at that picture,
yes,
it
VBS
shows
on top.
VBS and VBS on top, and you have
or the CNS aid.
No, it has VBS on top,
Aid.
and then you have this breakdown.
Yeah.
So that is when you say breakdown, break it down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and then each one sub break down to pebble 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, yes.
So, why didn't we stop at that? Why did we need to do a score? Yes, it was already broken down. Why did we need to go to CNS score? Why did we need to go to spade? Why? Is that not unnecessary? What if I tell you I want to cut out CNS score and spade for upcoming sessions or upcoming cohorts? What would your response be?
I would say that, so of course, I've seen the need to go to spade. As I said the other time, if I'm still correct, I think there are a couple of actions on the CN. There are entries I saw from the spade based on what ChatGPT generated, actions that are not currently showing in the breakdown or in the VBS.
Okay.
So which I found very relevant. You get my point? I found very relevant, and is also in line with the top 5. In case of in my own case, 5 vision elements that was featured in the VBS. So I can relate, and I've not finished looking at the entire spade entry. So by the time I finish looking, I'll definitely generate about 4, 5, 7, or 10 more 10 more key actions that could go into the VBS. So it means that yes, when we are doing the VBS, I remember that we only shortlisted about 5 out of the several many actions from our
UVP.
So it's not impossible that some will not be repeated. So some will be repeated, while some will not feature at all. So I feel like some that might be some important ones that might be missed out in the VBS, we can find in Spade. So I'm already seeing some that I feel could have been part of the VBS that were not in the VBS that I generated today, but I find some of them important in Spade. So maybe this is why we are going to Spade. Maybe there are more reasons more than that. But this is
You
what I
seem
found
to
out.
put so much effort into Speed and you don't like CNS Core. Why? Is it because that one stressed you more?
But I think the CNS score is for now, except if I have to get this clear explanation again. Currently now, my understanding is that CNS score is a mirror of VBS, because elements from CNS score was what I took into the VBS. Because my CNS score has only five elements with challenges, right?
Okay.
The
same with your
my CNS score and my VBS is that CNS score has is extraining the challenges and telling me what can I do about those challenges.
Good. So those challenges, if you look at the image, you would see that those challenges will create extra actions and to-dos that you now go and plan in your VBS. So meaning that you did not move from to-dos from CNS Core to VBS.
Not yet. I didn't.
But do you understand that?
So now I get. So just as I got some actions under each five category of the environmental impact in the Spade that are relevant into the
blah, blah,
VBS.
blah.
So the same thing can also, if we look at under the controls in the CNS score, there are some actions there that can also move into the VBS. Yes, I agree. Yes, correct. Correct. I'm seeing
do we need to be this detailed? Are you sure this is not the value is bringing is small compared to the stress?
But it will take some time, right? So we need to be that detailed. But either I do it manually or I use the tool. I use some tool, because you now need to start looking at which of the suggested actions in the CNS core, right, under the controls that are suggested for those challenges, which of them are not already featured in the VBS? Because if you don't, if you start just moving, you will start duplicating, and the VBS become very confusing and very cumbersome with repeated action. So you need to start looking that which one, not word for word, but by the action, by interpretation, by exactly what is the action the same or a bit different from. Then you need to start looking, or use a ChatGPT tool to say, okay, run all this action for me and help me remove duplicates, because I've used it in recent time when some of these are exercise. So to be able to streamline 40 actions into 22 actions or 22 unique elements. Because when you do this kind of exercise, you realize that from different aspects, that you use different prompts and you get different outputs, and you want to combine them together. I think I did that under you when we were doing our UVP. Yes, because you realize
I'm listening.
Yeah, I did under the UVP. In UVP, if you go in, I think in UVP we're trying to collate entries to the UVP from Become, from role model, from Future You, and then I think from the last one,
internal journey.
So, as internal journey. If you are not very careful, if you are very lazy, like me, which I try not to be lazy when I was doing it, you will just end up having a lot of actions. Most of them will be repeated. So I had to run a prompt to dump everything. Well, after I generated 70 or something, and I put everything into
to streamline.
Streamline and remove duplicates and give me only unique action. And ChatGPT did a good job. So just like the way I will use Excel to remove duplicates from a list of number in a column. So he was able to streamline and reduce it. So I told him, if you see the point, referencing the same thing, just streamlined to unique entries, unique actions. So I think that as well is what we're going to do to move in more action from spade into VBS, action from the first aid, and action from TNS core. If you don't do that, you will end up moving duplicates, things that are already featured in VBS. You end up moving them in,
back into it
and then your
again.
VBS will
Okay.
become just cumbersome, and then become a regular kind
Can
of.
Can you give me a concrete proof that this VBS will be of value to you?
Why not? A concrete proof.
Yes.
That VBS will be of value.
It will be of value to you. It will be of value to you.
See, I just want to finish this. I just want to finish the exercise and take this workbook as a life, as a, how do I put it? As the we call it workbook, right? I don't know what to call it again. So as my second Quran.
Okay.
So because at the end of the day, it's gonna be like a deliberate act, a deliberate act to either follow or not follow. Because the whole essence is once I have the best out, or the best output of the VBS, as you said, by the time we combine everything from spade, CNF, first aid, and the rest, you get the best form of team. I'll call those actions are the team that you put up for a match. So once also that VBS is forming the best team that you need to win the match. So because if what we are doing in this level 2 is all about that, in my understanding. So that VBS is the outcome of the main outcome of level 2, which is an extension of level 1. Because level 1 is preparing the ground, as you mentioned last week. So level 2 is now getting out the VBS, which is the last exercise. So the spade is just feeding. It's just for you to get more action that will feed into VBS. So if one can get the best kind of actions, relevant ones that will go into VBS, VBS will now form your routine,
your plan, like your schedule of activities, of actions.
Yes.
But I want to ask you a foolish question. What is the level of certainty you have that this is my VBS, so if I do it, these are what I need to do in the direction of my future me? What level of certainty do you have? How much do you resonate with its content?
Putting destiny, putting another factor separately, and then working just as a scientist. Okay, it's not scientist does not believe anything is anything is spiritual. You just believe that if you mix A plus B, if you mix sodium chloride with this, it will
I know. Leave inshallah. We're talking of planning now. We're talking of planning. That's of planning.
Okay. I think at least from what I have done so far, what I've seen so far, if one is judicious and apply this, that's even with this just 5 actions out of the 30 or 40 that we have in the UVP. I think I have a high level of confidence I have as much as I have above for now. I have above 80 or 90.
Wow. Okay. Let me assume that we end this program today. What would you tell me for me to have sufficient confidence that you will not just abandon all of these things and you move on with the business of life?
I've not lost. So even if we end this program today, okay, the only thing I'll just do is go fine tune my VBS, okay, and be deliberate, be methodological about it, and start working on it. Hello?
I think it's
Hello?
his network. We can
Okay.
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Me, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Marco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you hear me?
Me, I'm still hearing you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry, I
Okay.
lost my network.
Yeah,
Okay.
obviously.
You were saying that you said you continue to, you just move on to your VBS. I heard that.
Yeah. So, but your question is that if we assuming we're in this program today, what will I have gained? What will, so maybe take the question again.
As in, how would you convince me that you would not just get on with your life, do your normal work, do your family, everything, and all of these things in this sheet, you're like, well, I'll come back to it, and life just continues to roll on and on.
No. I don't. It's not a lot of money, but I could have taken this money I use for these two level to to a very good restaurant. At least it will at least in a very school or a very good hotel in Lagos. At least 2 days, I will enjoy myself. So I mean this is investing in my own personal investing in myself, right? So why will I I mean apart from the money, I know what it takes me to build those shit that I did. And I have my reasons why I told you earlier why I don't want to do premium. I need to sweat the assets. So I'm for all those sweats, I will not just I won't do those things for fun. So I'm not gonna do those things for fun. The MBA I did, everything I did today, they are not lost. I have some of them. I have those reference materials somewhere, and they are beneficial to me today. So they are always there for me to reference. But this one is different from having any certificate, any
Of course it
degree.
is.
It's there for any degree. So it is like you either want it or you don't want it or you don't want it. So it's not just like so this is completely different from just any needs. It is you want it, you have to go for it, and you have to use it, because it makes no sense if you don't use it.
Beautiful. Let me quickly add that if you check your VBS, there are 2 extra columns here which you have not seen: start date and duration.
I have not seen, or it's just added.
I added.
Okay, great. because
you should have asked me that why did you not put it originally? Why we didn't add it originally was that is this not overwhelming? See now, is this not overwhelming?
But it's overwhelming now. But it's not for a person like me and Mansour, because as I said, if you cannot do this, you will have run away from level after level 1. So if you are not going to do this, you will. I mean, you have to decide by level 1 that you are not going to do this. So if you see someone that is still doing this, it's because he's ready to take the bites. So yeah, if it's overwhelming and it's going to give the result, and that's the only way. I said there's other way, shorter, but if that's the only way, and the only way is a tough way, is a very very rough way, and that's the only way. You either choose to follow that way or you don't do it. If today that's the only way, and it's cumbersome and it's rough, and that's the only way to get there, then you do it. Because there's no other option.
You would be needing this to be able to translate these things into real life. Start dates might be a bit rough. Whatever you put here is going to be, at best, a guesswork. You need to have an idea, just a rough idea of your duration, because these things would be moved into a task management system. We use Asana, like I mentioned. So, all right, thank you very much, Mr. Badmus. Mr. Mansour, our market.
Market is closed.
I can imagine. But at least you've been able to come up to speed. Yeah? Mr. Badmus, Mr. Mansour actually signed up for that program I told you about to cover up for his level 2. That boot camp executive
great.
5 hours, 5 hours.
It's for big people like Mansour.
No, we
Yeah.
are suffering.
For big people. And there's no crime in being a big. Don't know what I mean, Mansour. Don't feel guilty. There's no crime to be the big people. It's not your. It's not. It didn't offend anybody. It's not a crime. It's not a crime.
Also is small, honestly. But
See,
like I said,
just claim it. It's not a crime to be big.
I've been doing
that's what we
that.
are chasing.
You
We
cannot
are working towards becoming big.
You are,
That's
and
what I'm
you
doing now.
and you are already, inshallah.
Barakallah.
So don't. If you don't have the time, you can't kill yourself. You have to create the time. You have to create. You have to find. That's what I'm saying. Is there another way? If there's only one way, you have to do it. But is there another way? Another way could be okay. Fine. Let me see if I can get assistance.
We had our session today. We had our session today. We did 2 weeks of work in 6 hours.
In 6 hours. So
From
that's
9 to 3 p.m. Myself and 2 coaches. We sat down. We become eternal journey. Just did everything in 6 hours. So we're supposed to have 2 sessions so that we're able to meet up with today's class. But unfortunately, we weren't able to arrange the timing. So we're only able to have they said there'll be two long sessions of 5 hours each. So we only had the first one. So we're only able to cover module 3. So module 4, Tony Gbogbo, VBS, CNS core, governance, Atisha. So that's why
so it's a model that looks positive then that will work. Tested by honorable
His Excellency Alhaji Mansour Raimo. Mr. Mansour Alpha, despite the fact that you have not finished your modules, your level 2,
yes,
what would you say regarding your translating all this big English into reality? Because that's my biggest fear and concern. How do you translate these things into real life? Because one day, these sessions will stop.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
What happens after? How do you translate these things to real life?
So, in my own case, although yes, I've not done this, seeing those, CNS score and stuff like that, it gave me some sort of like idea of where we are going. Before you mentioned Asana, I already started thinking for Mr. Badmus that this thing should just move to Trello straight or Asana or somewhere.
Okay, Trello. Okay, yeah.
Where you now know that, okay, this is day 1, day 2 activities. I believe, yes, something is driving us, like you said. And I believe you understand. There's something that is driving us to continue to do this, which is the willingness to get something out of it. I would say for myself, right? I know Mr. Badman is a very disciplined person. In fact, I need to get his contact. I should just make him my, what do you call that thing? Accountability partner.
He make my hair swell.
I mean, it's not easy at all. Honestly, you find people that don't even have anything going on, doing nothing, they will still not be able to do this. So it's big. So definitely that is going to happen, maybe at the end of the session. But reality is, I believe that's where I will struggle. Okay. Implementation, yes, I'm willing to implement. Will Should not just carry me to just start shifting? And,
okay.
Start not going by the book at some point, even though I will be willing to. I need that level of discipline. I don't know how it's going to come, but one of it is what I just mentioned. When you're accountable to somebody, that's one step, right? And
part of it is what I told you about, remember, in this today's session. that at the end of this whole program, there is a next level extension, which is a 1-year program to continue to sit with you. You know, to continue to sit with you. To Mr. Badmus, I think you should also know about it. You know, all those things inside our become, all those inside our internal journey. You know, we just pick some of them to push to UVP. And even the problem from what we push to UVP, we also
exactly
all of that 1-year program. How do we set a goal for ourselves to embody our internal journey, to embody our become? You understand? And then give accountability to the current content of your VBS, and then continue to be with you, because at the end of the day, you have multiple versions of a VBS. I hope you know. Your VBS today is VBS version 1, which contains your first 5. You need to set a goal for yourself. In the next 60 days, 90 days, 30 days, I need to create another VBS for the next 5. Your life does not revolve only on those 5 alone now, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you execute those 5? And then after that, those 5, how do you work together to pick another set to do your replanning, blah, 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 and then work on it. And then pick another 5, until you're able to, work on your become, work on your internal journey. It's 1 year, one whole year. But you Cohort.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you Cohort?
Go possible.
Join in the
Because there will be different speed.
Exactly. There will be different speed. And not even just speed, there will be different priorities.
Priority, different program, different individual. I mean, two different people. Two different people cannot have the same.
Exactly.
The same.
Even if the content of their become and internal journey are the same, even if their future you is the same, their prioritizations will be different, because we're on a different path. We're on a different journey. What this person wants to prioritize right now might be different from what somebody else wants to prioritize right now. You understand? Yeah. So that's exactly what it is. Even though the problem is our one-on-one coaching.
The last thing I heard is one-on-one coaching. Is it my network?
Yes, same here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Last thing we had is one-on-one coaching.
Okay. I said the price for my one-on-one coaching will continue to be doubling after some time. You understand? So at some point, some people who are not up there, like your honorable selves on this call, will not be able to afford it. So okay, what can I do? Not everybody can one-on-one coaching. Okay, some level of cohort will still happen. But the way to machine it will be like a mastermind of few people. So there will be an amount. I've not figured out what that amount will be. So we'll meet maybe once a month, or maybe once in 2 weeks. So a minimum for this month, so this is the soft skill you want to work on. Or for this month, so this is the critical you want to work on. You understand? But that will be generic. And then we will have some level of accountability.
Okay.
So that will be the cohort version of that other one I talked about.
Okay.
You understand? But that one is not now. What I have template for right now is that 1 year. Once we are done with this, okay, let's go the whole something. Let's go 1 year. My goal for this 1 year is we work together to meet often, create accountability, and of course, remember, it's not only me. I have other co-coaches who can always be on your neck. Mr. Mansour, you're supposed to have submitted this proposal. What's happening? I'll submit this to you by 5 p.m. By 5:05 p.m. Mr. Mansour, you should have submitted this thing. I'm sorry, we've not finished the meeting. I'll do by 9. Then by 9:30, an SMS. Mr. Mansour, it's late. I can't call you at this time. So much can be done if you can really get people to follow up on you. so much can be done. So that's the goal. That's the goal. The goal is, how can we create an ecosystem for people who are driven to be able to How can we create a system, an ecosystem of people who are driven to be able to be given even more? You know, that kind of thing. You know. So that's the goal. Anyway, so let's jump right in to this program.
Okay.
I sent a link to Moodle 5. Please, the normal thing, copy and have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Badmus, time to go. How far? Copy.
Done.
Share with yeah, share.
It's shared already.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah, review. Mr. Mansour, how far?
Yeah, he copied with the wrong email, so I'm trying to copy with the correct email. Okay.
Okay, so Tabadno, so tell me, what do you see? Tell me, what do you see?
I see a very an agile, focused cheetah. A cheetah that is focused, running, of course, obviously running, but it's a picture of a cheetah, and the cheetah is acronymed and with the meaning on that overview sheets, with meaning of clarity, high impact focus, energy alignment, efficiency execution, tracking and adjustment, that's TA, automation and AI, high energy flow.
Beautiful.
That's about time and energy management framework. That's the overview.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Then I see another worksheet, Bash Boost,
Okay.
Group and Conquer activities. I see another worksheet, efficiency map.
Beautiful.
Week of fire.
Yes, start getting ready for it.
I will not say I said the house on fire.
No, you are setting your procrastination on fire.
Okay. E&F insights, that's energy and focus insights. My wins, and then wisdom bank.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Mansour.
Yes.
When you say procrastination, as any form of improvement, have you seen any form of improvement in your procrastination? Or do you think any of this can lead to better management of procrastination?
So, absolutely, yes. Yes.
Tell me, what do you mean?
So, sometimes, so it depends on what make people procrastinate, right? If you feel like you are clogged with a lot of things, then you tend to push some things ahead, right? Push them forward. So if you are
if you think that you are clear on some things,
clogged,
okay, I get that.
Clogged, like you are loaded with too much.
Okay,
So
clogged. Okay.
Yeah, you tend to push things, like, okay, I'll do it later, I'll do this later. Then with all this point, I can say, yeah, like high impact focus, energy alignment, efficient execution, tracking and adjustment, automation. So this can help you, this set of things, right, can help better manage your time. And if you're able to manage your time better, you tend to procrastinate less, right? Especially important things. If you're able to do this, you achieve more, and you have more time to accommodate important things, right? And you don't tend to push them forward. And again, you spend less time in execution if automation is coming into the process, like the automation and AI part, right? And yeah, if you have things to track your activities, you can be more on time. You can also plan better. So yes, it's going to really help.
Okay, but for what we have been doing before now, which of them do you think has a capacity to help procrastination? Or what capacity do you think any of them has in helping you on procrastination?
Wait, because so far that I can think of, all right, would be more of just the motivation side of things. The fact that you see the possibilities of what you want to do, then you're motivated to want to do more, right? To want to just go for them.
Yes.
So for now, only motivation is the only thing I see so far that will make you not want to.
Okay.
Not like a practical tool that I can think of as of now from the past.
Okay.
Help with that. The only thing I can see there is, wow, this thing looks more realistic. It looks more achievable. I think I want to start, go for it and go harder on it. Yeah. So that's
beautiful.
what I can think of.
Okay. Mr. Badmus, do you want to throw in some thoughts there?
Yeah, I think
Hello.
I was talking. I didn't know I was still on mute. Yeah. Well,
okay.
So yeah, let's see. I'm seeing more something like something you need to because you probably know the work that you have created for yourself. If you go by what you will see in the VBS, it can be energy sapping. So it's like this particular workbook is like using analgesics. I get what they call it in medical term. Something to sustain your energy every day. When somebody don't go carry cement, maybe if his job is to carry cement or do this kind of hard work, and then every evening they use Carole or something like that to keep on boosting his energy. Well, maybe this is my interpretation of this, to say you need some energy to drive those goals, those activities, those VBS, those actions you have created for yourself to engage on. They cannot just be done without having some energy management system and time management system, because they could be overwhelming. So I think this is what I will interpret this to be, and hopefully it's so how do you manage your time, how do you manage your energy efficiently, productivity drivers, because what you're about to embark on is time consuming, is overwhelming. You could easily get lost and discouraged. But if you have some tactics, some strategies, some proven ways of strategies to manage that manage your energy. You'll be able to improve productivity. That your 10x, you'll be able to act at the 10x level, because 10x means that you put an input and you get 10 times 10 of it out of this. So it's all about managing time. It's all about time and energy management. So this is what I think I can deduce from this.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. The whole of module 5, the whole of module 5 is about time and energy management, and we'll do so much of justice to it. We'll do so much of justice to it. Productivity, time and energy. How do you beat procrastination extensively? Because now we have a version. We have version 1 of our roadmap. So what can we do to increase the probability of successful execution? In project management, you have initiating, you have planning, you have executing, you have monitoring and controlling, and then you have closing. That's the normal, those 5 process groups in those days, you know. So we have initiated Google, vision board, vision vaults, future you. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Google vision vault, future you, gbogbo yẹn a ṣe initiate, a ṣe gba requirements, lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yẹn, collecting requirements, na ṣe gbogbo yẹn. Okay, by the time we now moved into module 3, become gbogbo yẹn and gba requirements, and role models and gba requirements. So by the time we requirements, our build the scope our vision breakdown structure, the VBS. You understand? So, and that takes me back to Mr. Said. In the VBS that you did not look at needed resources. It's part of your planning. You need to know what resources do you need. It's very important stuff.
Yeah.
If you look at it, there's a column there for needed resources. You know, what resources do you need?
Yeah,
so
there was no prompt for that, so that was why I know I have to sit down and
do something.
Do something either myself or use the tool to suggest.
Okay.
because we have been using tool, because again these are things that have been done by somebody before, proven. So
Okay.
maybe you don't have to start thinking what resources do I need. So what resources as the role model used before. So maybe ChatGPT could if one can get a prompt. If there's no prompt for this, I can based on all the knowledge you have gained so far from the several prompts that you have given us. So I will try.
You can map something out yourself. Okay.
Yeah, something out for me. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now one of the first things we want to do under here is that we want to duplicate the content of our VBS into the efficiency map. We want to duplicate, as you can see now, up till here now, this is everything about the VBS. We'll duplicate the content into this place.
Hey, can you take that again? I lost. I can't hear.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you are back now. We lost you before. I lost you. I didn't hear you before.
I said your efficiency map is a duplicate of your VBS.
Okay.
That's why you need to do your VBS before you come here.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. Okay.
Extra things. Grouping and energy requirements. Let me explain. And this explanation is a very important explanation. If that's the only thing you want to take out of the whole of next level, it's going to be very beneficial for you. Number one is that there is a cost, there's a mental cost for task switching. There's a mental cost for task switching, for role switching. What I mean by that is, if you are writing, it is easier for you to move from writing A to writing B than to move from writing A to chopping stick, then writing B, then washing plates, then writing C, then washing car or something. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that.
Mm.
So if you want to maximize your focus, there's something they call batching. It's good that you batch similar activities together in execution. It has a lot of value when you batch together similar activities for execution. Because most of the time, as you are doing that activity, your motor skills are getting used to it. You get faster, you get better at it. So if you want to do a second one, you get faster, you get better at it. You want to do a third one, you get faster, you get better at it. But if you do that first one, then you leave it, you go and do another one. And then you're coming back to that one, and it's saying your mind is like think of it as those days. Remember VHS, video. I can rántí now days video. Kini pàpà dúdú kan báyìí. Tó máa ní tape nínú báyìí.
Yes.
You understand? Ẹ̀yin bọ̀ tí ẹ̀yin lè má lò ní ti yín CD lẹ́yìn lò straight. Àwa
Okay, be Alhaji Mansur.
DVD lẹ́yìn lò straight. Àwọn kíní kan bí cassettes. Kí bọ́ báyìí. That kind of thing. So think of it as you are slotting in cassettes. You know, when you are slotting one cassette, gbogbo tó jẹ mọ́ cassette yẹn finish it. Before you remove it and put another cassette. Because if you are putting one cassette, you do 3 minutes, remove the cassette, bring another cassette, do 4 minutes, remove it, do another cassette. You will do it all, but you would have fragmented focus, fragmented energy system, fragmented, the thought of having to slot in another one, it will make it difficult for you to move it to something. So you will be burning mental energy. Or dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́tò tẹ́ fi sí park tẹ́ wá accelerate. Ẹgbẹ́ kan máa rev ni. You understand? So we go to man for procrastination because when you are burning so much mental energy to move forward, naturally the system will just gravitate towards don't even do anything. So one of the ways around it is batching. Then the second and very, very important one, always understand the energy requirement of any task you want to do. That's one. Then two, understand yourself so much that you know your energy flow throughout the day. Am I a night person? Am I a morning person? When do I have high peaks of energy? When is my energy system, when energy flow so low? You understand? Understand those things very well. It will help you in making progress in life. Why? Never try to do a high energy task in a low energy time. Mr. Batmos, do you understand what I just said?
Yeah.
Mr. Mosu, confirm you are following.
Yes.
Never try to carry out a high energy task at a low energy time. The time when you have low energy, don't try to do high energy task at that time. Like me, if I try it, tomati bereby, my just Naira land in the streets. Unconsciously. I can't lo shit up Naira land. Yes, let's say. Asan. But I want just Naira land. Mo be 30 minutes. Mo front page. Mo next page. Mo trending. Mo new. Mo 45 minutes still long. I'm supposed to be working on this proposal. You can go by next thing. Mo just straight. Before I know it, 2 hours is gone. Why did I even try to write a proposal when I know I'm in low energy mode? And I know that proposal requires high energy. Why did I waste 2 hours of my life? Rather, I should have known I should see my to-do and know that, okay, I want low energy task, low one day. People low energy task at low energy time. Rather than you can waste low energy time in trying to do high energy task during that time, high energy task, I no go do am. Just waste time mindlessly using social media, mindlessly reading news. Mr. Badmos, can you repeat what I just said in your own words?
Okay. So, in summary, understand your high productivity time, high
Okay.
productive period of time, and match your productivity level with your execution. So you will match when you are highly product. When you there are some days. So for instance, some people are uh, uh, uh okay. For instance, myself, I seem to be very active during the evening.
Ah, my God, I've never had that in my life.
Let me
So
know.
when I write the best of the response to emails, when I write the best of the response, when I sit down and respond to the email more professionally. But before I'll be 6, 7.
Ah,
That's
bring
deep.
with a missile that's shut down.
Ìgbà ẹni mo máa ń wà. So and some people are early birds, so early in the morning. So if you want to get best out of them, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7:30, 6 o'clock until they for the office. Tó máa ṣe láàrin ìgbà yẹn di bí 10, 11. Òun ló ti wà okay, òun ló ti wà pàjù. Beyond that time, wọ́n máa ṣe rubbish. So man, understand your most productive time, and then put the most energy sapping activity towards that time. And then those activities that are not requiring much of energy, you can put them at those time when you don't need those kind of energy. So that's like managing your energy very well. Optimal energy management.
Okay. Now, sorry. All right. So,
Mr. Mansour, are you also high energy in the afternoon? Hey, no,
No, my own is just weird actually. My own style is anything that is hard, I start it and I'll quickly get bored and sleep for like few minutes, then wake up. When I now wake up, that's when the energy is there. So you can see me sleep 5 times before the end of the day, maybe 5 minutes, 15 minutes. I slept today during our session. When you gave me that 15 minutes break, I slept for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Like sleep that if you call me now, I won't hear you. Do you get? So, but that's the pattern. But definitely, the more the day goes down, it declines. The power declines in my case. The night is the worst. Me, I sleep in the night. Full, like proper. Like whenever people say, you're doing too much, you say, hope you're taking care of yourself. I used to sleep. I may be there till 11, but when I sleep, I'll sleep complete 6 hours. Like that.
There's no system that is good, there's no system that is bad. But one thing is know yourself and try to be optimal with yourself. And TDB. Also, for me, I never enjoyed TDB. Never enjoyed it. When I was in university, I never enjoyed it. It was them Saheed Badmus. Wọ́n lè gbó òru máàárọ̀ mọ́sàn-án máa lẹ́ mọ́ wọ́n lè gbé 72 hours. Ẹ̀kí kò láwọn.
Energy.
Àwọn táwọn manage ara wa.
You know me very well. Tí n bá ní mo gbé báàgì báyìí nígbà táwọn àǹsùn tí n bá ní mo gbé báàgì mo lọ kàwé níbi kan báyìí. Oorun màá lọ sùn bẹ́ẹ̀. I know myself very well. So I know they leave my room, go say I wan go read somewhere. Màá sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. So I know in fact my night is not my energy. It's not where I'm more energetic. So that is when I sleep. So except my day so ma'am wale jini kabi or 3, 4 me energy there can share there. Yeah. So I think it varies, but I've noticed this one more frequently that evening time.
It's fine. The most important thing you want to figure out is your tasks that you want to do. This thing has Tayi Kendi. In fact, Tayi Kendi, there are 3 things you want to do for this week. Number 1, can you develop like a rough categorization system for your tasks based on the nature of the tasks. Okay, out of all these 416 table level items in VBS, okay, a rough general characterization of them. Okay, I want to jẹ́ mọ́ pẹ̀lú writing. Okay, I want to jẹ́ mọ́ pẹ̀lú strategy. Okay, I want to jẹ́ mọ́ pẹ̀lú to make something. You understand? So that categorization is what you want to go and put in your batch boost. We'll give you a script, a prompt for that. The whole of the VBS, you just pour it into that prompt. And then it will now tell you, okay, in this, all these attribution photo you, they all belong to single categories. You understand? If, for example, like look at the one you have there. It said all the tasks belong to 5 categories: planning and structuring tasks, content creation and execution tasks, implementation and application tasks, engagement.
Yeah.
Is it my network?
Hello?
Yeah, same here.
What?
Okay, we lost you for
I'm
2
back.
seconds.
Okay, but you shall understand what I mean by this batch boost.
Yeah, backing is clear to me.
Good. Mr. Monto, please confirm that on your side.
Can you repeat it, please? Sorry.
Okay. What I said is, we'll give you a prompt.
Mm.
All the content of your roadmap, of your VBS.
Mm.
You know, if you remember the structure of the VBS, you have
Yeah.
the main action.
And the pebble level action.
Before you get to pebble, you have your step 1, step 2, the steps.
Mm-hmm.
And for each step, you subdivide it into sub actions again. And you like the pebble level action.
Mm.
So all those pebble level actions, they run into 100.
Yeah. The run into 100 was the last thing I had.
100. Are you there?
Yes. They run into 100. That was the last thing I had.
They run into 100, and ChatGPT will categorize them for you.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So based on the categorization that it gives you,
Yes.
that's what you now use for. That's what you now use for this batch boost that I just showed you now. Is that fine?
Batch boost. Okay. Okay.
That's what you now use for the batch boost.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Now, to the efficiency map. The efficiency map, automatically, what you put in your batch boost will automatically show under the grouping column here.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
What you put in your batch boost will automatically show up in your grouping here.
Okay. Is it formula?
You know.
It's not hello?
I'm with you, I can hear you.
Yeah, it says it's going to automatically show, Abby.
Yes, now anything you put in your batch boost here in this column B, this column here, this group names will automatically show up in your efficiency map.
Okay. Oh, as drop down.
As drop down, yes.
As drop down options, not that it will fill the column I.
No. As drop down, you select the drop down.
Okay, clear.
Good. And the prompt will give you a prompt that it will suggest the energy requirements for all those parts in your VBS. You just suggest. The decision is yours, but you suggest.
Okay.
So the suggestion it gives you is what is left there.
Okay.
Good. So that's the end of leg 1.
Okay.
We're gonna do week of fire. For every single,
Sorry, you lost it for 2 seconds, so you can repeat that.
I said starting from tomorrow, inshallah, you're gonna do week of fire.
Okay.
Every single day, you are going to log 3 things about your life every 30 minutes.
Those 3 things must happen in that 30 minutes.
No. You can do it. You can just scribble it down on paper and then be transferring it to these sheets when you have time. But at least you should have a log every 30 minutes. You understand? For example, when you sleep for 6 hours, then you come back and fill the 30 minutes of the 30 minutes at once.
Okay.
But the night before, you plan in advance. The night before, you plan, for example, now, starting from tonight, you can see this is Sunday. First of all, when you start, go and change your sheet now. This column here, double click it. Change it to the EBT date while okay. Change it to today's date. This okay. Okay, to while okay.
I don't know.
I'm sharing my screen. Can't you see it?
Yeah, that's what I'm following. Yeah, I can follow now.
If you double click on this B1,
okay,
you see it brings out a pop-up.
okay.
Change it to today's date, 25, 20.
Okay.
I said the date of all the other days to 1B.
Okay.
Here you get.
Okay.
Mr. Mansour, confirm you are following.
Yes, I've already made it to this date. Is it my network?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, I've already changed it to today's date.
Okay, beautiful. So tonight, before you sleep, Mr. Badnos, are you following?
Yeah.
Tonight, before you sleep, and for the next 7 days, you will sit down and fill this column of plan. To say, okay, tomorrow, 12 a.m. to 12:30 a.m., what do I want to do? 12:30 a.m. to 1, what do I want to do? 1 a.m. to 1:30 a.m., what do I want to do? Down to 12 midnight of the next day. That's plan. You do that one the night before. Good. When you are now done with that, so about $1 every 30 minutes in quotes, you now come to the done part of it. So now say, did you do what you planned? If yes, just say done. If no, what you did, put it there. Any question regarding that?
Okay.
It will stretch the column is very small.
And you can stretch it if you want, but you can also wrap. You can do text wrap.
Okay.
Nobody's asking you to go and write 1 paragraph there. I know you will be already bring stories now. Understand? Just keywords. It's really for you, not for me.
Okay.
Now, every 30 minutes you want to select what's your energy level for that time. This is one of the most important parts here. What's your energy level? You want to check. Understand? I think I'm high energy. Oh, I think I'm medium energy. Oh, I think I'm low energy. Then finally,
That is, sorry, that energy level is after that 30 minutes has passed. I will now
yes,
evaluate.
definitely. You now evaluate. Okay, this 30 minutes, how far was that energy during this period? You understand? Then you now want to find out during this period. Chicken and chips. I had Boli and Epa and Fanta. Ah, so you will run this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Nothing.
Leave it blank. Pekatele, can you be eating every 30 minutes? You can't be eating every 30 minutes. So it will be largely empty. Koda, if you eat sweets, put it in. If you eat cola nuts, put it in. Why? The answer is in the next sheet. E and F insights. That's where we are going. Next week, Lamashile. So,
Okay.
Not you.
you want to
Can't
pay
hear you.
attention.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
back now.
Hello. Yes, I said what you have done in your week of fire for 1 week forms input into your E and F insights.
Okay.
So, based on that data that you have for 1 week, we will now see what is your energy level. Wait, okay, can you look at your pattern of energy level and say, on the average, I usually have high energy level between this time and this time, between this time and this time, and between this time and this time. You look at the pattern for 1 week. Look at the pattern for 1 week. When do I have medium energy level? When do I have low energy level? You look at the pattern for 1 week. At what point in high energy changes in low energy? At what point in high energy changes in medium energy? At what point in low energy changes in high energy? If low energy is changing to high energy, why? You want to know. What is that energy? What are the energy responses? From high to low or high to medium? What are those energy depleting or energy draining activities? You want to know. And then you also look at meals. Look at the pattern. Is there any pattern? But bread energy level go from low to high. Sorry, from high to low. When you see their issue at automatically issue issue look. You understand? So can you be able to understand yourself to that level? You know, it seems like they're lacking in understand? For some people, if you eat heavy, for most people actually, because if you eat heavy carbohydrates, maybe you eat eba or amala to pour. You see, carbohydrates draws energy from the system because it wants to pick energy to be able to burn the carbon. I don't know if I'm correct, but I think I've read this somewhere. Understand? So my oxygen morai. And by the oxygen morai, anything, there will be a little drop. The brain will sense a little drop in oxygen. The next thing, the body wants to conserve energy by shutting you down. So well, that's how it works for me. So for a long time when I travel, I don't eat. Because I know that when I'm driving back to Ibadan, so it matter with me. You understand? So this system like this, it will. You now know what will now happen next, Mr. Mosu. You know what will happen next?
Yeah.
It will now help you with your energy, with your efficiency map. Because by that time, you will have known your high energy, low energy, medium energy activities. Oh, low energy, medium energy tasks in your VBS. And by that time, you'll have known your high energy, medium energy, low energy times of the day. So the next thing, how are they on a bomb? Execution there. So you will be very, very intentional about trying to work on your activities. You will not make the mistake of trying to carry out high energy tasks in low energy time because you will have known your high energy tasks. You will have known your low energy times. So by the time you are trying to do something of high energy, you know I'm in low energy mode. Rather than waste that time mindlessly scrolling on social media, reading news, going to Naira land. It's not as if reading news is bad, but if you read news, be intentional about it. Don't read news because your energy is low and your normal work will and naturally you just pause to read news. If you want to go to news, let it be you are in low energy time. For a lot of people, our low energy time is usually spent with nonsense, openness, anything. You understand? So when you're in low energy time, oh, okay, let me go to my schedule. Low energy tasks. Okay, for example, run this errand, go and pick something in something's office. You don't need to make energy to drive now. You understand? So you can just schedule walking around. No energy time. A friend calls you on phone. Hey, bros, how far? I want to come greet you. When should I come? Good luck to you if you tell you to come at your high energy time. And Mr. Badnos, it doesn't happen to you.
It does, though.
No.
That is very, very, I can relate.
Somebody wants to come and visit you. Be intentional. Don't just say, come anytime. No. I'll be free by 5 p.m. to 5:30. By that 5 p.m., we are going to oh, the shame tough skinny. So you just loop that person into your low energy time. Mr. Mosu, please confirm you are following.
I'm following.
What do you think, Mr. Mosu? What do you think?
What? Eh?
What do you think?
I mean, it makes sense actually. Yeah, I'm just thinking of my execution plan. Because this week now they cannot do it for anybody. Honestly. So it has to happen. It has to happen. And the funny thing is I'm thinking of the impact of the food. I'm sure the food I'll eat from now to the next 1 week is not the standard food I eat on a normal day. So
There's no matter.
I'm like, I can always come back.
I think it would be good to allow things to happen naturally. So to try not to influence,
Yes.
in order to suit in order to write towards, to get like working towards the answer. So it's good to be good to allow it to happen naturally. So when you let the food come naturally, let the sleep come naturally, let the activity come naturally, so that it doesn't. So it shows the true reflection of your normal day or your normal week. So that's what I'm already thinking. My honest feedback on this, or suggestion on this, or recommendation would be that let things happen normally. Don't influence what you eat. So at least let it happen the way it happens on a normal day. Okay.
No.
So
What he was saying was that you will be traveling and a lot of you will be out of station for some time. So his next week might not reflect his normal eating pattern. Abim Samoso, did I get you?
Yes, that's what I mean. But I can always come back to it and do it when I'm in a standard eating pattern also.
No.
exactly.
Okay. You can do it again, definitely. In fact, I didn't want to tell you, but now you are forced me to tell you. You are going to do your week of fire twice. I'm going to do it twice. But this first one is the major one.
I like both of us only me.
Everybody will do it twice as part of the program.
Okay.
You understand? But based on what you have used this week to uncover. But as scientists, we want to get extra data to validate the previous data. So the second one here will be more to validate, not the primary data anymore.
Okay.
You understand? And the reason that you mentioned anyway, because look at what Mr. Masu said. Sometimes a week of somebody might not be a true depiction of his proper life. It might be in a situation that is not typical for him. I think it's a good place to stop for today. What do you think?
Yes, so
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Jazakumullah khair.
Prompt here,
That's true.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́lidé ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ká kàn wá, ká kàn máa lọ máa fi column. What's it called?
Ẹ wà báyìí, ọlọ́run fẹ́ gbọ́lidé ọ̀sẹ̀ kan.
Ká kàn ṣe week of fire. Ṣó ní the prompt ni?
No, batch boost need the prompt.
Chamali. Yeah, she week.
You where you never get your VBS. Which way you want to do batch boost? Sorry, oh. So that's your prompt. So this prompt will do two things for you. It is this same prompt that you would use to. Is this same prompt that we would use to do your grouping. Prompt is not much grouping. Prompt is not much suggest the energy level.
Okay.
You copy
So
that.
in one go. So you just pull out what in one prompt, I mean in one
Yeah, in one result. Okay.
One result, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Prompt yeah.
So
okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Please, so we started a new level. And final lap, let's give it our all. Final lap, let's give it our all. Let's give it our all.
God help us to sustain our energy level.
Please, let's give it our all. Emati, see, let me tell you one thing. The first level was preparing to preparing. The second level was getting the roadmap itself. But this last level, for a lot of people, only might determine their roadmap and my work or doing your work. Understand? So already, fine. FRI equipment, what big equipment they buy? This level 3, one is the manual on how to operate that equipment. How do you do it in a good way? How do you make it easy for yourself? What hacks, what shortcuts can you do to make it operable, to make it operational? You understand? I'm saying this thing. I have experience of dealing with so many people in this thing. Is the euphoria of creating VBS? Oh, my man dissipates. Am I going to get VBS? Yeah, I eat wrong. It's just the beginning of work. Oh. That euphoria can dissipate. Or if you can call, it will dissipate. That's the truth. It's just like you're marrying a new wife. It will dissipate because the character of life is not going to leave you. It will. Yeah. And then let me warn you. Mr. Badmus, are you ready to receive bad news?
Yeah, I'm as a supply chain professional, I'm used to bad news.
And I'm saying this on a very serious note. It has both backing from the scriptures, from psychology, from Iriaye. Mr. Mansour, are you listening?
Yes.
I'm sorry to tell you. Mr. Badmus, but I have to warn you. Mr. Badmus, permit me to proceed.
Please go ahead. As I said, I'm used to bad.
No, this is bad. It is bad. If you are stupid enough to want to aspire for greatness, prepare for tests.
Okay, explain.
If you are foolish enough to want to aspire for greatness, prepare for Amiwo.
Okay.
Mr. Mansour, ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn deep. Ẹni láti mú mi sí. Nobody in the history of life ever set out a plan for greatness except that Amiwo will come.
Okay. Absolutely. It won't come on the platter of gold. It won't come freely.
It will never.
There's a price. There's always a price to pay.
There's always a price to pay. You will never get greatness on a platter of gold. It will never. Yeah, God has not done it for anybody. He didn't even do it for his prophets. So I'm warning you. And not even only alayhim salam. Prophethood was ice cream for. You understand? So, which prophet do you want to choose? Abanika choose Prophet Sulaiman because of his wealth. In life, it contains some powerful Adamu where we say nobody go on take up. You understand? I'm saying this to prepare your mind. It is not going to be a walk in the park. Your bagan saw and buffet gakin usually. I'm saying this based on experience. The moment any person is almost as if our forces become one in life, someone attracted to driven people. The moment you become driven, some things will start to happen to shake you to confirm that you are driven to talk about confer, flow with the tide. What I can tell you is that on the other side of those adonwos is a lot of bliss, both in this life and the hereafter. I'm sorry to scare you, Mr. Monsu.
It's not a scare. I mean, it's just a validation or affirmation of what I think. We can't say. I can't say I don't know this before. I can't say that with our age in life, things will. I mean, things will come. There's no free lunch. So, but thanks for reconfirming, for reminding. And I will see it as more like a reminder. And then because we are doing next level does not mean that things will be. I mean, we will not put in extra effort.
Please.
Yeah. So very clearly, thank you for the reminder. So it's not, you have not disappointed. You have not shocked. You have not. How do I put it? You have not done anything. You have only revalidated. You have only reaffirmed what we know.
I'm saying this because this is still part of project management. Prepare for uncertainty. I keep mentioning one thing, and I mention it a lot. Even Mr. Badmus, he only understands 5%. The remaining 95, he's still looking for it. Actively figure out how to embody the spirit of these tools in your life. I want you to take this to heart. Understand? Take this to heart. Actively embody the spirit, the psychology behind these tools. Fairness core, speed, VBS, future U, vision vault, nuclear USIL, all of these things. What is the spirit behind it? What is this tool? Where is it taking me to? And how can I imbibe it in myself? You know, it's just like the question I have with Amosu during today's bootcamp session. We did something, we had an overview. We now did from a 1x. It takes a lot of Ojunu retuning. I started talking like a motivational speaker. Let me stop. It's a journey I'm upon myself. That's why I get a lot of very emotional about this topic. Because these are things I've spent a lifetime trying to crack. And I'm still trying. I'm not even, at least maybe I gave Mr. Mosul, I gave Mr. Badmus 5%. Me, I'm on 2%. Me, I'm on 2%. But if you ever get lucky to be able to do these things I'm saying, honestly, you will simplify your life a lot.
Sure. Yeah.
What I just told you about expect Adamu is just simple basic risk management I've just asked you to do. You understand? Don't wait till the uncertainty comes for you to expect it. Dimeru, it can happen. Even Tinubu said, I expect the betrayal even before it happens. I don't know what to be. That's not how we said, but there was a quote I saw somewhere.
Yeah.
You know? So live your life like that. Don't assume you have 100% sweetness. Okay. Ọ̀nà wo ni betrayal lè gbà wá? Ọ̀nà wo ni àdánwò lè gbà wá? Of course, as Muslims, we already know Ọlọ́run lè dán wa wò. So it's not until when that àdánwò comes. Kó tó dé gangan, ìwọ gan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi mind ìrò lọ pé Ọlọ́run bá ní kí lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ńkọ́? Ọlọ́run bá ní kí lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ńkọ́? And then when the time you sleep and you wake up, and those things you said will happen does not happen. When you're now saying Alhamdulillah, your Alhamdulillah will be real. It comes from the bottom of your heart. Because you have factored 50 ways Allah can destroy you the day before, and He did not destroy you. So you will wake up really grateful. Oh Allah, you have capacity to destroy me, you did not destroy me. You have capacity to ruin my reputation, you did not ruin my reputation. You have capacity to disgrace me, you did not disgrace me. I am grateful. So your Alhamdulillah will not just look like radio talking or just like national anthem. It will come from the heart because you really truly know the different. You have an idea of the various ways that Allah leads you dara, and He uses His mercy. Last him dara. So you will be grateful. You'll be grateful. So now listen that you have a roadmap. Don't ever think that you just start and then my Lord, just be picking them one by one and then you will finish it. No. If Allah does it for you, but don't expect it. Know that some forces will come up that will want to derail you. So you should already have set up your own internal CNS system. Mr. Badmos, do you understand what I just said? You should have your own CNS core right now in your life, right now. CNS core. Do you understand what I just said?
Yeah.
Explain it. Explain what I just said. Explain it in your own words.
Yeah. It's just to put in. I mean, it's more like anticipate challenges, anticipate risk, and then build it into your
plan, and already figure out what you think you can control about it. So when it happens, you still have some element of positivity.
Yeah.
You understand? Not that when something comes, it sweeps you off your feet. You understand? And this is real life, you know, and it's not even about spirituality. This is just normal real life, raw real life. I'm saying this because your roadmap attracts the need to confirm to the universe that you are serious. Anyway, don't let me talk too much. Is that no harm? Okay, your flow for the week. I would send the flow for the week to the group. So, Mr. Mansour, safe journey. I hope we're able to schedule our next session fast so that you can get on with this week's activities as fast as possible. So, may Allah grant us success.
Amen.
Amen. Excellent.